Hello, 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 hello. For those of you that have been joining us and know what this is about, Frontline Leadership Conversation, welcome, welcome, welcome back. For those of you who may be just joining us for the first time, just so you know, this is about our frontline leaders, mainly focusing on those 3 months, 1 hour ago, 6 months, a year, mainly focusing on those relative new leaders like that, the ones that may be in this newfound world and everything is just moving fast on us. Everybody know they got the right person for the job, but it's the interstate taking place in their head. Everything is just quickly moving. It's mainly for those folks. Hopefully, this is something that can help slow some things down, and you can also look for some of the previous posts out there. Hopefully, those will help you as well. But today, our main focus is going to be on habits, right? Hopefully, building some habits can help slow the pace down for you a little bit. So call them daily leadership habits, right? So I'm gonna throw 5 of them out there for you. If you want to utilize all 5 in one day, have at it. You want to utilize 1 per day for the entire week, take that route, but pick something and go out and focus on it, right? Laser focus on it. Like, this is your purpose for going out on the floor today, okay? This is your purpose. And the first one I'll throw out there is listening before you speak. So easy in the new world of leadership. I'll say the new world of leadership, but so easy for people to do it, period. I don't care what you're doing, right? People are thinking and want to start speaking before somebody actually finished the sentence. Just go out and try to focus on letting someone complete their entire thought before you actually respond to it. One thing that happens is the last 3 to 5 words in the sentence could totally change everything that you thought this person was speaking about, right? Could change everything, right? So a couple of things that can happen. One, you're not speaking from an informed position, right? Get all the information, get informed, ask a follow-up question, right? Just to make sure that there's some clarity right there before you really go in if somebody is asking you advice for something. But no matter what the case may be, the process is the same. Completely listening prior to speaking, okay? Listen to everything. Make sure you're informed. A couple of things that happen, especially, and I always say with new folks, right? New leaders. I always say that because you want to prove yourself, right? So you want to be quick to try to respond, to let everybody know that you're on it, right? You got the job. You was on it. Listen. But the thing you don't want to do is have the person that's asking you the question to lose their confidence in you, right? If you start talking before I finish something, I may not even want to finish my conversation now, right? I may take that as, okay, this person is not listening. Maybe they like the same person that was here, and the reason why the position became available for you to step into that role, right? This person is not listening. So they're gonna shut off and not wanna talk. Maybe they even lose their own focus and concentration because now you're talking to them, so they totally can't complete what it is that they truly wanted to talk to you about because you hijacked the conversation, right? Calm down, listen, speak from an informed position, and you can help so much more by doing so. But it's really not easy. So that's why it's one of the daily habits that I'm throwing out there. One of the 5 daily habits, right, to go out and practice. Another one is coach someone, right? You became the supervisor, you became the lead. So there's probably an area of expertise that you have. So identify someone that may be new to the job themselves. You yourself, right? You may have trainers or whatever. You may have leads or whatever the case may be. But you yourself, go out and touch somebody, right? Touch that person. Have some conversation with that person. Try to coach someone that's relatively new to a somewhat of an understanding of whatever the job entail. Take somebody that's relatively good and try to move them towards better. Even identify somebody out there that's actually great at what it is they're doing. But still, you're the expert, right? Go out there and coach them to try to see if you can move them closer to being the expert at whatever it is. Okay, so that's something that you can do. And like I said, this is something that you can go out and say, okay, I'm doing all of these in one day, depending on the amount of time that you have, or you can truly focus one at a time, and you could probably get several people within the week. And then by the end of the week, you can have all five of them done. And been hearing this so much, rinse and repeat, and they got me saying it again, and I keep saying I'm not going to say that, rinse and repeat, but rinse and repeat, it works, right? The following week, come back again, do it all over again, okay? And go out and recognize good work. Here's the thing about recognizing good work. It does not always have to be in your direct area of responsibility. Recognizing good work, you could go into somebody, maybe you know something about some employee, a supervisor, a manager, or something in another area of the operation that you can actually go have a conversation with them to recognize what it is that they're doing. And because they're doing it, making it just a little more smoother, just a little bit easier once things transition over into your department, right? So just go recognize somebody, go have a conversation with somebody. And I say that with the new leaders, mainly because when you go into another department and do it, you're building a relationship, right? That person, those people get a chance to know you, know who you are. So it tears down that wall, makes you approachable. They need something, they know they can talk to you, and whatever that need is, become just a little more fluid, right, in the conversation that's actually going to take place because the relationship is built. So build the relationship. Don't be afraid of that. It could be something that can draw a high level of anxiety because I don't necessarily know them over in that department. I'm in my comfort zone over in this department, but you're the lead now, right? You're the leader now. So build that muscle, go over there, initiate the contact, initiate the communication, get to know them, but also be sincere if it's something that they're actually doing that you know about. Be sincere with the compliment to let them know how it impacts you in a positive manner. Okay, that's 3. 4 is ask questions. Ask questions, right? You're in a complete new role, and sometimes it's real difficult to ask questions in the new role because you just don't want people to think that you don't know what you're doing, right? I'm the supervisor. I can't ask questions. Somebody go think I don't know my job. Ask the question, right? Ask the question. This thing is not about trying to show somebody that you're perfect. because by trying to show somebody that you're perfect, what you're actually doing is exposing yourself even more so that you're not perfect. So embrace not being perfect. That is perfect, right? Don't go out and ask questions, whether it's with your team, like I said before, or if it's with another area of the operation, still your team, right? Still the same team. Go ask the questions. Seek information. Get all the information. If it's some things that you wanted to know prior to the role, but you're like, I'm not asking that question. I'm not in the role. Okay, ask it now, right? If it's some things that's just, okay, let me ask that somebody, how did they become so good at something? Ask that question. You're gonna learn it. But be genuine. Really seek to understand. Be genuine. Don't go out just talking and asking questions just to be out there talking and asking questions, right? Really, really be out there asking questions. And the one thing that you want to do when you out there asking questions and coaching people, it's this mohai, something someone taught me several years back. Mohai, moment of highest influence. The moment of highest influence. Acronym MOHI, MOHI. Wow, when I heard that, it was such a blow my cap off my head moment, right? Like when you're out there talking with people and you really trying to be impactful for that moment, right? You're not just there wasting the moment. You're really taking advantage of it and having a quality level of conversation, even if it's something from a safe incident or issue that occurred, which is one of the areas that was being discussed when Mohai actually came to me. It was really talking about getting to understand incidents and accidents that occur and really going out and talk to somebody about not only telling them what they did, yeah, everybody know what it is they did, but getting to understand and as to how they feel about what it is that they did, and do they understand what those decisions that they made, or that decision that they made, and how it not only going to impact them in terms of if they got hurt, but it's life changing for a family member, right? Somebody else may have to stop working because of what you did on the job. You need such a level of care that someone has to be there to help support you every single day, right? Their life changed some way, right? Because of the decision that you made. So really having impact conversations to where it's a moment of highest influence. I could talk all day about that one when it comes to safety. So maybe I'll have some more dialogue on that in a whole nother safety type topic that we can actually have. But have meaningful conversations, and like I said, a daily habit. Go out. What am I going to talk about? What do I want to know? Questions do I want to ask? Who do I want to coach? Listen intently. Make sure that if somebody is speaking to you, hear them out in full before responding, to make sure you're speaking and answering from an informed position and not trying to turn them away. But here's number 5, and probably the biggest of all. If there's something that took place that you need to follow up on, by the end of the week, make sure that you're following up on it, right? If it's something that you promised, whether to them or just inside you, you know that this is something that does not need to go past a couple of days, a few days, or within the same week. Make sure that you give that follow-up. Close that out, whatever it is, whatever those things may be. If you can close the week out, close the week out. And it doesn't have to be a complete closeout to where there's nothing else that needs to be done, right? It could be a closeout to where you're updating people as to where you at in the process. Okay, so make sure you have that follow-up. And again, coach someone, recognize someone's work, ask questions, follow through, and listen before speaking. Okay, small habits, but an extraordinary leadership skills to have, right? Create those habits and you'll see how much you slow that interstate down from moving so fast on you, and it becomes just a city street, right? Slow that interstate down, have it a city street, so you can focus on some of the other things that's out there that the team is going to be needing you for. Again, 1 hour, 3 months, 6 months, maybe 1 year. Hopefully, this is something that can help you out there. Okay, till next time, see you later.